Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, you all are well aware that we are reading chapter 5 Indigo written by Louis Fisher. Before moving ahead, let us recall what we have read in this lesson as of now. As we have seen, this lesson is about the peasant of Champaran. They were victim of sharecropping, an agreement, according to an agreement, they had to grow indigo on the 15% or 3/20th of their land. This agreement was imposed on them by British landlords. When Germany discovered synthetic indigo, now British landlord, they need not this indigo crop. In order to release the farmer from 15% agreement, they started asking for compensation. A poor peasant named Rajkumar Shukla went to Gandhiji when Gandhiji was attending a convention of Indian National Congress in 1917. Shukla requested Gandhiji to visit Champaran. Gandhiji had a very strict and fixed schedule. He was not free. That is why he had given Shukla a date of after 6 months. He asked Shukla that Shukla could wait in Calcutta. When Gandhiji would be visiting Calcutta, from there Shukla could take Gandhiji to Champaran. Shukla kept on waiting Gandhiji at the place where Gandhiji had told him to meet. Finally, when Gandhiji went there, then Shukla and Gandhiji, Rajkumar Shukla and Gandhiji both left for Patna. As Muzaffarpur was en route of Champaran, on the way of Champaran, that is why Gandhiji decided to visit Muzaffarpur first. First, Shukla and Gandhiji visited Rajendra Prasad's home, but Rajendra Prasad was not there. The servants of Rajendra Prasad considered them poor peasant and they asked them to stay on the ground. So thus, dear students, finally Gandhiji reached Champaran and he started his fight against the British landlords. When Gandhiji visited an office of British officials, he asked for the information regarding the sharecropping. So he was refused any information to be given. Gandhiji met commissioner. Commissioner asked him to leave Champaran as early as possible. So all this continues, dear students. Still in the story, the fight of Gandhiji is continuing. So let's see what happened next in the story. Later, Gandhiji called Rajendra Prasad with his influential friends. So now, everyone, please turn your book on page number 50. Okay, and look at 4th paragraph. From here, we are going to start today. Morning found the town of Motihari black with peasant. The next morning, now all the peasant from Champaran, they came to Motihari because Gandhiji was in Motihari. They did not know Gandhi's record in South Africa. These poor peasants, they did not know Gandhi's record in South Africa. They had merely heard that a Mahatma who wanted to help them was in trouble with the authorities. They just wanted this much, that a Mahatma who wanted to help them was in trouble, because the British officers, they put some allegations and they arrested Gandhiji. Gandhiji was in court. So that is why these peasants were coming. Their spontaneous demonstration in thousands around the courthouse was the beginning of their liberation from fear of the British. So their spontaneous, that is natural, their natural demonstration display, dharna, in thousands. Now they were thousands in number, and they were demonstrating around the courthouse, and it was the beginning of their liberation from fear. Earlier in the story we have seen Gandhiji had told that taking court to this peasant is not going to helpful. The main problem was that the peasants were fear stricken. So they must be come out, they must be taken out of their fear. So here, now when thousands of peasants came and they started demonstration around the courthouse, it was the beginning of liberation from fear of the British. The officials felt powerless without Gandhi's cooperation. The official felt powerless without Gandhi's cooperation because thousands of peasants came there. He helped them regulate the crowd. He was polite and friendly. He was giving them concrete proof that their might hitherto great and unquestioned could be challenged by Indians. He was giving them concrete proof. Gandhiji was giving them solid proof. Concrete means solid. And hitherto means until now. Okay. So Gandhiji was giving them solid proof that their might, their power, until now, dreaded and unquestioned. They were silent. They were not putting any question against the Britishers. But now these Britishers could be challenged by Indians. So it was the first time when, in such a large number, Indians collected and they were opposing for something. The government was baffled. The prosecutor requested the judge to postpone the trial. So the government was baffled. Baffled means totally bewildered, perplexed. Baffled. Totally bewildered Gandhi ji was, the government was totally bewildered, perplexed. The prosecutor requested the judge to postpone the trial, and the prosecutor, the lawyer, the advocate requested the judge who was representing the case, requested the judge to postpone the trial. Apparently, the authorities wish to consult their superiors. So, at the same time, the official, they decided to consult the issue with their superiors. Gandhi protested against the delay. So, as it was getting delay, that is why Gandhi also protested against delay. He read a statement pleading guilty. Gandhi read a statement. Pleading guilty means, requesting for something. Pleading guilty. Requesting for something. Okay. So Gandhi read a statement pleading guilty. He was involved, he told the court, in a conflict of duties. On the one hand, not to set a bad example as a lawbreaker. So he was involved. He request for something. He read a statement. He was involved. He told the court in a conflict of duties. On the one hand, not to set a bad example. First of all, Gandhiji was also advocate. So he did not want to set a bad example as a lawbreaker. On the other hand, to render the humanitarian and national service. On the other hand, he had to provide a service. Render means provide. Render means provide. Okay. On the other hand, he had to provide a service for human being, humanitarian and national service, for which he had come. He disregarded the order to leave, not for want of respect for lawful authorities. He disregarded the order to leave. It was not because he was not having any respect for lawful authorities, but in obedience to the higher law of our being, the voice of conscience. But in obedience to the higher law of our being. Okay, so here the value of human being was more important than any law, the voice of conscience. He asked the penalty due. The magistrate announced that he would pronounce sentence after a 2-hour recess and asked Gandhi to furnish bail for those 120 minutes. So magistrate announced that he would resume the hearing after 2 hours. So Gandhi can take bail for that 120 minutes. Gandhi refused. The judge released him without bail. Gandhiji was released without a bail. When the court reconvened, when the court proceedings started, reconvened means proceedings started. when the court proceedings started, the judge said he would not deliver the judgment for several days. The judge said that he would not deliver the judgment for several days. Meanwhile, he allowed Gandhi to remain at liberty. So until he would allow, he will announce, he will hear the case for several days, he allowed Gandhiji to live in liberty. Rajendra Prasad, Brij Kishore Babu, Maulana Mazharul Haq and several other prominent lawyers had arrived from Bihar. They conferred with Gandhi. Conferred means discussed. Let me rub it and then write down. I hope you have taken the screenshot. Either you can take the screenshot of these difficult words and their meanings, or you may pause the video and write them down. I am going to rub them now. Conferred means discussed. So they conferred with Gandhi, they discussed with Gandhi. What would they do if he was sentenced to prison? Gandhi asked. Gandhi asked them, what would these leaders, these people do when Gandhiji would be sentenced to prison? If Gandhiji would be arrested, then what these leaders would do? Why the senior lawyer replied, they had come to advise and help them. If he went to jail, there would be nobody to advise and they would go home. So lawyer said that without Gandhi's suggestion, without Gandhi's advice, they could not do anything. So that is why they said if it would happen, they would go back to their home. What about the injustice to the sharecroppers? Gandhi demanded. Further, Gandhi asked, then what about the injustice of sharecroppers, for which we have gathered and for which we are fighting? The lawyers withdrew to consult. All the lawyers, they withdrew to consult means took away, removed their consult. Rajendra Prasad has recorded an upshot for their consultations. Upshot means the final or eventual outcome. Upshot. The final or eventual outcome or conclusion of a discussion or conclusion of a discussion, action or series of events. Action or series of events. Rajendra Prasad recorded a final conclusion of their discussion. They thought amongst themselves that Gandhi was totally a stranger, and yet he was prepared to go to prison for the sake of the peasant. So they thought that Gandhi was totally strange. He did not belong to Champaran or Bihar, even though he was ready to go to prison. If they, on the other hand, being not only residents of the adjoining districts but also those who claim to have served these peasants, should go home, it would be shameful desertion. Desertion means the action of illegally leaving the armed forces. Desertion means the action of illegally leaving the armed forces. Okay, so they thought that Gandhi was totally strange, even though he was ready to go to jail, and they not only belong to that Champaran, but they were also representing the peasant of Champaran. If they would leave the case, if they would go back to home, so it would be very shameful action. They accordingly went back to Gandhi and told him they were ready to follow him into jail. So they went back to Gandhi and told him that they were ready to follow Gandhiji in jail. The battle of Champaran is won, he exclaimed. At this, Gandhi said, now the battle of Champaran is won. Then he took a piece of paper and divided the group into pairs and put down the order in which each pair was to court arrest. Now he divided the group into four. Then he took a piece of paper and divided the group into pairs. Just wait a minute. So he divided the group into pairs. He took a piece of paper and divided the group into pairs and put down the order in which each pair was to court arrest. Each pair was to court arrest. Arrest means they had come forward to get themselves arrested, to allow themselves arrested. Several days later, Gandhi received a written communication from the magistrate informing him that the lieutenant governor of the province had triumphed, the first in modern India, had ordered the case to be dropped. So several days later, Gandhi received a written communication from the magistrate in which he was informed that the lieutenant governor of the province means the principal administrative division. Let me write it down. province of principal administrative division. Administrative division. Okay. So first time, several days later, Gandhi received a written communication from the magistrate in which he was informed that the lieutenant governor of the province had ordered the case to be dropped. So the now case was dropped. Civil disobedience had triumphed. So here for the first time they protested against the officials and they won. So this is called civil disobedience. The first time in modern India. So it happened in the first time in modern India that civil disobedience had triumphed, had won. Civil disobedience means any peaceful form of political protest. Gandhi and lawyers now proceeded to conduct a far-flung inquiry into the grievances of the farmers. So now Gandhi and lawyers now they proceeded to conduct a far-flung inquiry. Far-flung means removed. Far-flung means removed. Far-flung inquiry, and the lawyers now proceed. Once again look at these lines. Gandhi and lawyers now proceeded to conduct a far-flung inquiry into the grievances of the farmers. Grievances means complaint of unfair treatment. Grievances, G-R grievances, complaint of unfair treatment. Complaint of unfair treatment. Okay, so Gandhiji now started investigation regarding the unfair treatment of peasant. Depositions by about 10,000 peasants were written down. Deposition means the giving of sworn evidence. Depositions means the giving of sworn evidence. The giving of sworn evidence. Sworn evidence. Okay. So depositions, written depositions by about 10,000 peasants were written down, and notes made on other evidence. Documents were collected. The whole area throbbed with the activity of the investigators, the vehement protest of the landlords. It was showing the strong protests of against landlords. Here farmers started protesting strongly against the British landlords. Okay, dear students. So mark till here. It's all about this video lesson. In my next video, I'll finish this lesson. Okay. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.